Alright, so you should be updating your table of contents. You should have your packet out that I just gave you. We're putting it at number 18 for Native American Wars.
Do you have any homework? I can't see it.
It's really quick and really easy. The packet I just gave you. Yeah, have your homework out from last night. So, guys, all right. So we're gonna do a little bit of review to start with. So, what was the name of the legislation we talked about yesterday that tried to eliminate the Native American way of life? What was the name of that act we talked about yesterday? What? The Dawes Act, right. So that stated that the government had two issues that they saw with Native American culture. What was one of them? The things they thought was wrong with Native American culture. Yep, Bill. Lack of private land was one. Matt, what was the other one?
Well, I was gonna say lack of private land too.
Okay, so if you don't have private land, what might your way of life be? What might you do instead of settling in one place? Yep, there you go. Nomadic, good. So who can tell me what nomadic means? Here?
You mean like moving around a lot?
Yeah, they move around a lot. Good. So, those were the two things that they were trying to correct. So what was the overall goal of that legislation? What did they want it to accomplish? What did they want Native Americans to do? Matt?
Like own private land and like become more American a little bit.
And what's that vocabulary word that we talked about, Leo? That's to become more like one culture.
Assimilate.
Assimilate, good. Thank you. So, and then what happens when we tried to give them, when the Native Americans were given the private lands? What happened? Were they successful?
Yeah.
Were they successful when they got their private lands and the farming lands?
No.
Why not? What were the two issues? John?
They had like the worst land available. Like all the good land had already been taken.
Yeah, so they didn't give them very good land to start with. And since they were nomadic, since they hunted, they didn't know how to farm. So if you're giving somebody poor land and they don't know how to farm to begin with, then they're probably be setting themselves up for failure. You're not going to even have success even if you have good land if you don't know what you're doing. So, Zach, what does assimilate mean? What does assimilate mean? Remember? Help them out?
No idea.
Assimilate? Megan, you remember? Yeah, Zach, what does assimilate mean?
I don't remember.
What'd you just say? I'm not asking you. I'm trying to make everybody know.
I didn't hear.
Say it again? To blend in, to fit in, to become more like one culture.
For a smaller country to become more like a bigger culture.
Yeah, so exactly. Thank you, Matt. Alright. So, we reviewed the Dawes Act. Now we're going to kind of move on. We're going to try to think about what life was like from the Native Americans' perspective. I know a lot of people in other classes have been asking me, did Native Americans, were they just okay with all this land being given away, or did they fight back? So, today we're going to talk about how the Native Americans viewed the white settlers, as well as their take on buffalo, to get a better idea for what Native Americans' life was like. Then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of, the actual resistance and what happened. And we might not get to it today, but then we're going to talk about the overall decline and end of the Native American way of life. So that's where we're headed today and tomorrow. There will be a little bit of homework. The last page of the packet is going to be a timeline. It's really easy. I do want you to write out all of the events in a row, because it'll help you remember it better if you actually write them down. And then we're going to have a quiz on Monday and start a DBQ. But it's going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to review tomorrow. But the next thing that I want to do is, if everyone looks at the front of the packet, see you later, Austin. If everybody looks at the front of the packet, document 1. I want to read that. So who wants to read that out loud for us? That paragraph.
Document.
Tom, you want to take it?
Yeah. This one, right?
Yep, right at the top.
Okay. We did not ask you white men to come here.
The Great Spirit gave us this country as a home. You had yours. We did not interfere with you. The Great Spirit gave us plenty of land to live on, and buffalo, deer, antelope, and other game. But you have come here. You are taking my land from me. You are killing off our game, so it is hard for us to live. Now you tell us to work for a living, but the Great Spirit did not make us to work, but to live by hunting. You white men can work if you want to. We do not interfere with you, and again you say, why do you not become civilized? We do not want your civilization. We will live as our fathers did, and their fathers before them.
Thank you. So, what we're going to do for the next 2 to 3 minutes while I come around and check your homework, we're going to come up with the main idea and some evidence to support that claim. So you should come up with the main idea and then something from that paragraph that supports that main idea. And also do that first question, why is the line, we do not want your civilization, important to the text? So don't start to go any further. Just do the main idea, evidence, and that question 1 while you have your homework out, okay? Take about 2 to 3 minutes tops.
Again, I'll slap your ass.
Good. Wednesday we did it. Tuesday tomorrow. So we have main idea. Okay. So do you want to do it for tomorrow? It's right up there if you need to. Write it down again. Where it says read, and my turtle already. Peter's good. You're good.
This is important.
You can work with your groups on this. You don't have to be totally apart. Yes, please. Or you're good. Ella.
I think they're all
I appreciate it.
It was somewhere to like.
It'll just be additional review. Alright?
Native Americans don't want
Say I have zero
pretty much everything.
I put the main idea the Native Americans did not want to live like the white people.
Yeah, that's what I like the civilization.
Isn't it just like a good idea? These Native Americans, these white guys that came over, they don't want to. I mean, so, these white guys just... What happened the Native Americans? They're not called Indians. No, Indians. Thank you. We're gonna be correct. Yes.
I prefer Native Americans 10 out of 10 times.
This is important because this is important because it describes how the Native Americans didn't want to take it.
Take another minute.
Beautiful words that just came out.
Wanted. Without the white
Native Americans were
with no interference by the
taking up
whites.
something very scientific.
I just don't want to write
I said this is important because
The Native Americans were very
Oh, come on, Mr. Hayes.
Talking about body.
No, he's saying I should be used as a body.
Alright, so we should have had enough time, so write that down.
saddened.
Yes.
Let's take a couple minutes to go over it. Even if you're not finished. So what do we think is the main idea? Alexis, you want to share?
no.
No? Want to share anyway?
Why'd you
How about Will? What did you write down?
Me?
Yeah.
For what? Main idea?
Yeah.
We do not want the white men here.
Okay, so what evidence did you find?
You are taking my land from me.
Okay,
Yes.
alright. What else? Do you want to say something?